Hi, so in this little clip we're going to have a look at how we use the standard mathematical notation and in particular the order of calculation of formulas. So the general rule is that we actually calculate anything that's inside brackets first, and then secondly any multiplication or division, and thirdly then any addition or subtractions. So we're going to do this through a number of little examples, basically using the same set of numbers. So the first set here is 2 multiplied by 5 plus 1 plus 12 minus 6 divided by 3. And our first rule is to do anything inside brackets. That doesn't actually have any brackets, so it stays as it is. Our second rule then is multiplication or division. And in this case, the 2 by 5 becomes 10. The rest stays the same except for the 6 divided by 3, which becomes 2. And then we calculate that straightforwardly, and we should get 21. And if we want to now, we can check our answer in Excel by feeding the same formula into Excel and see what it comes up with. And it comes up with 21, and you can see the formula there in the formula bar. So that's one. So looking at the same set of numbers again, but this time laid out somewhat differently. So we've got 2 multiplied by 5 plus 1 and plus 12 minus 6 and then divided by 3. So our first rule again is we first of all do the inside brackets, and that brings the 5 plus 1 becomes 6, the 12 minus 6 becomes 6 as well, and then we move on to our next rule, which is this multiplication or division, and that gives us 12 for the 2 by 6 and 2 for the 6 divided by 3, and then finally that gives us 14. And again, checking with Excel, we should get the same answer. Okay, 14. So our third and final example is 2 multiplied by 5 plus 1 plus 12 minus 6 divided by 3. Same set of numbers, just slightly differently laid out. And in this case, again, we apply the within bracket rule. And we get this. We basically, what changes here is 12 minus 6 becomes 6. And then we move on the next to do the multiplication or division. We get 10 plus 1 plus 2. And overall, that gives us 13. And again, checking the same formula here in the formula bar in Excel should give us the same answer, and it does. So we're basically have calculated all three equations using the set of rules. So now we want to have a look at the use of the Greek symbol sigma. And basically in mathematical and statistical terms, the simple meaning is that we must sum all that follows the symbol. Using the Fuller notation, if we have a set of values xi to xn, then we sum for the values of I equal to 1 up to I equal to n, all the items. So for our set of values there, sigma x would be 3 plus 4 plus 7 plus 2 plus 4, and that totals up to 20. The next thing we want to look at is the order of calculation. So basically, we do everything to the right of the sigma sign first, and then we carry out the summation process. So for our set of values, sigma x squared is 3 multiplied by 3 plus 4 multiplied by 4 plus 7 by 7, 2 by 2 plus 4 by 4. So they're all summed and then they're added up. We have to note that that's different than sigma x in bracket squared, which is 20 multiplied by 20, giving a grand total of 400. So that covers the use of the Greek symbol sigma. So finally, we just want to go through the list of standard terms and symbols used in statistics. So x is just a standard variable name. X bar is the mean or average of the sample. The word average is used in Excel if we're calculating in Excel. Mu, pronounced as it's spelled there, MEW, is the mean of a population as opposed to x bar, which is the mean of a sample. S squared is called the variance of a sample. S is the standard deviation of a sample. And obviously s and s squared are related in the sense that s is the square root of s squared. Sigma we've covered earlier and is the sum of what follows, and it's the capital Greek letter for sigma. N is usually referred to as a number of values in a sample, small n being the number in the sample, large n being the number in a population. Sigma squared, this is small sigma squared, is the variance of a population, the lowercase Greek letter. And sigma being the square root of that being the standard deviation of a population. the lowercase Greek letter. So that covers our look at the use of standard mathematical notation and symbols in statistics.